Good afternoon, everyone. This is Matt over at MilestoneCapitalGrowthPortfolio.com. Today is Tuesday, June 3rd, and another wonderful, wild day in the market. Always a pleasure trading in this market. Whether it's up or down, it doesn't matter. If you have the tools, you can catch anything, and every trade can be potentially profitable. All right, let's take a look at ZBB here. ZBB is in a beautiful trend after, if you were with us when this took place, it was a unbelievable day that day. That was, we had fun with this one. It was about a week actually that we were working with that one. But since then, we have come down and created this bottom right here, which was a higher bottom from this bottom. So with that being said, we are now in a new uptrend, okay, with the ZBB, and it was just a matter of time before we started this move here. But as you can see, anytime a stock holds the middle Bollinger Band, if you're with us, it's bullish to the upside. It's just that simple. So, you can just wait for that day when you get this stick. When you get this volume stick and it starts going, you're a little bit late to the party, but not too late to the party. Best bet is to be proactive and manage it off of higher lows and what your patterns are. So, ZBB is looking really good and has a potential to make a nice little move here. What we're looking for right off the bat here is this gap to get closed, and right around $3. And after that, who knows? It's a thin trader and it can move very fast. Your 50-day moving average needs to level out and start turning to the upside, but as of now, it looks really good to continue momentum to the upside. You're going to get a little bit of resistance, but if you want to draw out your top angle here, you're going to get a little bit of resistance right where it is now. All right. So this is pretty much a trade channel right now. If we break this trade channel right here, look for very aggressive push to the upside to the $3 mark on the ZBB. So enjoy ZBB because it's going to be a lucrative trade for you. Let's take a look at Facebook. Why? Because Facebook is a good stock. All right, Facebook, has pulled back down a little bit, which is fine. It's still going strong here. It's just going to make it, like I said before, you make it stepping stones here. Higher lows off the bottom, and if you run it, that's the channel right now, the bottom trend line, but it's still in an uptrend. It's not broken. There's nothing broken about it. It looks great. I had a little pop today, pulled back down again, but if you want to take a look at this on how you're trading it on the weekly, your weekly is looking really good. It's straight up in an uptrend here. If you look at this stuff, just leveling off a little bit, nothing spectacular with your Bollinger Bands, but what's the support? What's that going to support? Okay, this is why you use all time frames, and this is why we teach all time frames, and this is why we manage all time frames in live chat. If somebody asks about a stock or we talk about a stock, every single chart is talked about where the resistance points are and where also the support is. So that's a very key tool to have, and we do it live for you. So I was live for 3 hours today, and then we'll talk about some of the stocks that we called this morning. At the open. So we have the middle Bollinger Band of support, so nothing broken about this. It's still in a very aggressive uptrend. This should hold support at all times. If it gets under this, then you're gonna have the same stuff action happen, and it's going to head to the downside. You're gonna come down to your lower trend line. So always use your tools. Okay. This is where our support is if this 20 SMA is not broken. Okay. So right now we're in an uptrend and we could get up to the upper Bollinger Band if we can get some aggressive buying. This is your stop right now, is your middle Bollinger Band. Grab some puts, ride it down here, grab some calls, ride it back up. It's that simple. I do make it sound simple, but it is that simple. That's why you need to manage these things all the time. IAG got some action today. We're on the weekly, so we'll take a look at the weekly here, and then we'll shoot back. You have a little bit of resistance here at 361, but if you get over that, it's going to be a pretty powerful move to the upside. And look for your 50-day moving average to be your next target at $4.23, and that should take you right about the upper edge of your Bollinger Band. So IAG looks good. Let's pull it over to the daily so we can see what happened today. Today we took off from $3. All of a sudden there was a huge spike in volume, and this thing really started rolling, busted right through the 50, and closed. The middle Bollinger Band, and closed right at after a spike up to the top of the Bollinger Band. We closed right under the 50-day moving average. So keep an eye on this one to definitely keep going to the upside. There's a downtrend pattern in place right now, and you want to use your two highest candles on that. We'll extend this out a little bit. You can use this one and drop it down and it should pretty much be in line with your middle Bollinger Band or close, but now we're in an uptrend for this one, so we do have a full reversal for this one. Now if you extend this out a little bit more, there's something that I want you to keep an eye on. When gold reverses, and this is a gold stock, so keep an eye on this, because we got this little gap here that needs to get filled. It's the only one up here, and it's sitting, you know, the upper end of it is sitting at 485, so you're going to have a little bit of resistance here at this double top, and probably accumulate, and it's right in line with the 200-day moving average, so you'll get another hammer like you had today, or a doji, whatever you want to call it, or a wick, whatever you call it. So and then look for this one to bust out, and it has that gap and it needs to get closed. All gaps get filled, so no other gaps on the chart, so this looks like a good potential target as we've been you know, hammering down to the downside. You know, you have this bottom here, but this could be the final bottom because these shorts covered, or somebody covered, or somebody just bought the beans out of it today and started pushing it up. You know, really good move, 12% right now that it closed up, so 39 cents. But keep an eye on this one to really get going. All right, let's take a look at a couple that you know, when I was live at 9 o'clock this morning, I was scanning the market. I have all my tools set up. You know, my trading computer's rocking and rolling for you guys. Just got it back. I kicked up the juice on it, so we can really get things a lot faster. All my tools are in place, and we're not missing a trick. So let's look at NFEC. Or is it? Okay, NFEC this morning we called right here at the 50-day moving average, $1.20 break, and we were managing from that point, and we were watching the 50-day moving average, busted through that, and I was doing it live with everybody, and I said, all right, you know, we're going to go a little bit higher here. Let's see what happens at the 200-day moving average. If we get volume blowing through the 200-day moving average, we're going to ride it a little higher up to this resistance points of these candles over here, and we did. And it was a massive score for everybody in the chat room. It was that simple. So NFEC was a big one today. Sarah was the second one in charge of our big run today. Sarah had, we cut this one right out of the gate. This one started blowing up right away with some massive volume, and I said, watch here at this. We're going to watch this area right here at 155. After it broke the 155, we moved right up here to the 200-day moving average. Once we broke the 200-day moving average on heavy volume, I said it's time to ride. Where were we going to go? Well, as I keep telling everybody in every video over and over and over, all gaps get filled. Okay, so I said this is going to get filled. So your exit's going to be the top of this is 230. All right, so if you want to ride a little bit higher, peel some off the table, we could hit this double top over here of 265, and guess what happened? All right, so massive move by Sarah. It was all planned, it was all strategized, and it was all there watching and waiting for you. We did it live, and it was that simple, okay? So if you're not in chat, frankly, I don't know why. I mean, it's $500. Price is changing in 5 days. Please read the email. There will be a different story to be in live chat with us. So definitely check that out. It's $500 for the next 6 days to be a lifetime member. You can't get this anywhere else. I can personally guarantee it. Nobody will be this committed and dedicated and be able to catch the market like we can. And it's just that simple. So we will definitely see you there. If not, well, we will be there no matter what. Here's another one that we had this morning on double bottom, and we started getting some action to the upside. We caught this one right out of the gate. Looks good, looks real good. Where would I say it was going to go? I said it was going to go to the gap fill. Why did I say that? Because all gaps get filled, and it's that simple. So we took 140 to $2. It was a simple move, but a nice move. And this one's going to go, looks like it can go higher, but it was a nice scalp, good money, and a good bounce. This 50-day broken, and we are not in a downtrend anymore. We are in an uptrend. All right, so the uptrend has been committed, and we are heading north. All right, so look for this one to come up to this area over here. We're going to use the bottom of these candles, going to be some support for the future. We did day trade it. There was no need to really rock and roll because it was a nice percent gain out of the gate for us, and we just moved on to the next one. Okay, 200-day moving average is at 377, but ACFN looks like it can go more for us, okay? So keep an eye on this one. All right, if you're not a member, we will see you tomorrow. There's about 55 of us in the chat room. If you're not a member, hopefully you'll be a member tomorrow. If not, we'll be there no matter what. All right, videos will be coming on a daily basis, free videos, and they will have beautiful setups for you on every day. We will scan the market and make sure you have something good to play with the next day, or a couple choices the next day. All right, this is Matt over at MilestoneCapitalGrowthPortfolio.com. We will see you in chat. Have a great night.